Well, hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to your yearly 2026 reading. We're going to do the 12 houses. This is going to be every house that you can align with. Okay, and I'm going to go right through it with you before we actually start with the reading, so you just have like a little bit of know-how of how this actually works. You can watch it as many times as you want, and also it's completely white behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like winter wonderland here in Holland, and it hasn't been like that since 2021. So fresh new start, and it took some days, and I'm sure to feel that way too. Now, what we're going to do for each and every one of you, I'm going to go through the whole cycle of the 12 houses, starting from the first house and how that is going to impact you. So this is going to be a general start of what you can expect or what you need to know. And then in the second half of the portion, I will go into depth for your zodiac sign. And for those that want to go a little bit deeper, I will do an extended as well. Now, let's get started with how this spread works. So I'm going to go through all the houses, starting off with the first house, which is all about the self. It's all about how you present yourself to the outside world, your core individual self and your principles. Okay, that's like the Aries house is the first house, how you come across to other people. And this may actually have some radical changes as well. The way that you are fierce, the way that you put yourself out there, the way you communicate, and what you actually show the world. Okay, and this could be like a lot of radical changes that you make, or actually you can go a little bit inward. We're going to look at that with the tarot. Now, the second house is Taurus energy, and that's all about your assets. It's all about your luxury. It's all about like what you have in financial goals, how you actually move forward, making your practical plans towards the future, and what you will gain in terms of extra luxury, or even like the way you eat, the way you nurture yourself, and the way that you are tied to material assets in your life. Okay, so this is going to be very, very important. Now, the third house is obviously the house of Gemini, which all rules communication. It rules, I don't even know why I have these cards. It's just like for the 12 signs, but it's like most of us already know most of it, but still it's good to have a little bit of insight before you go into your zodiac depth. Okay, so this is all about your communication, your friendships, your siblings, the way that you are in social environments, all the things that will be changing in your connections and on social media, the way that you broadcast yourself. Okay, the way that you will sharpen your communication with the people around you, but also internally, obviously. Okay, so it's all about communication. And then we have the fourth house, which is obviously Cancer. Okay, and Cancer is all about the home life. It's all about our emotional warmth, and we just had that Cancer full moon, and a lot of you may have felt that feeling of emotional safety. Where can I actually be myself on an emotional state? Are you allowed to actually feel in a certain way, or feel even emotions, or do you get rejected for that? Okay, everything that revolves around the way that you have been in your upbringing, your home life, the bond with your mother, which very, very important. The bond with your mother, how has that actually affected you as a person, affected you when it comes to your traumas, right? There's a lot of energy that contains the roots. Okay, like what are your roots? Are you connected to your roots, right? Like these type of symptoms could come up for you to take care of it. Okay, but this is all about the family, the home life, your house, your home, your temple. Okay, like these matters. Now, the fifth house is Leo, which is the entertainer. Okay, this is all about the passion, the love, the excitement, the being in the middle of tension, and what you do with that, right? This is very, very important. I remember that last year I had the Hermit coming out. It was like, I don't want to be in the attention, but still I got in the attention mode. But still, it's about how you actually wanted to live a non-entertainment life for others, for yourself, but still, you got a lot of wisdom out of it, right? So the fifth house, the lover, right? So we are going to check in with how passionate your connections is going to be when it comes to your love life as well. And well, yeah, again, performance, entertainment, and creativity is also going to be a part of that, but most likely it's going to be all about your love affairs and your love life. Right, then we have the sixth house, Virgo energy, which is all about your work, self nurture, your daily routines, right? Your daily health, your well being, how you deal with yourself, how you nurture yourself, your diet, but also your work discipline, right? How disciplined are you? How programmed are you? Yeah, all of that energy is going to be talked about in your daily rituals, which also talks about your spiritual rituals. Okay, a little bit of water. Right, then we have the seventh house, which is all about your relationship with others, your contracts, your Libra energy, which is also about maybe people pleasing. How far will you go with pleasing people? All right, so this is all about like your marriage as well, like if you are married or if you're going to get married, right? Like all the deep connections that really ask you to have a real commitment, right? Like real responsibility within that commitment. Okay, so that is going to be all about Libra, also all about like how well you maintain the harmony with other people, how socially harmonious you will be, right? And also, of course, justice and karma will be ruling the seventh house, all right? Now, the eighth house is all about intimacy, Scorpio energy that rules the underworld. And it's all about your transformation. Okay, like the depth of your transformation, shedding the old and going through that dark night of the soul, but also like being very attached to something that really is passionate to you, right? Like this is where you will feel the most when it comes to your energy and your passion and even maybe your addictions or your obsessiveness, all right? Like that type of deep energies will be highlighted in the eighth house, but also it rules money, it rules legacy, it rules the hierarchy, like things that are a little bit dark at nature, but those energies, the shadows that really transform you into a new and better person. That's when the phoenix rises. Okay, so yeah, it's all about that mystery type of energy, and obviously also the investments that you make when it comes to money, because Scorpio is very, it's like Pinter, they're like very secure, they know how to get their security in check through the dark times, through that shadow work, through that underworld type of suppression that they have in like being obsessively hunting your ambitions. You know what I mean? Like that type of energy. And then we have Sagittarius and my washing machine that's just like being always the party in the house. I don't even know if you can hear it or not, but it's like Sagittarius is just like walking around as if life is the party, right? Like, and that's what we do. I'm Sagittarius myself, so that you know. But yeah, that's all about expansion. It's all about your travel, it's the higher self, your higher wisdom, and everything that comes with enjoying things in the most positive way and being happy with just being able to philosophy, right? Like that's actually what makes us the most happy. Like obviously, if you really check if you are happy or not, when are you the most happiest? It's actually when you really can talk about like the deep stuff, the deep spiritual stuff, the psyche stuff, things that most people don't say. It's the truth seeker, right? Like the truth should be spoken, and Sagittarius will not fail at truth speaking. Matter of fact, if anyone that tries to call like a Sagittarius a liar is like, okay, well, your world is a lie if you think that a Sagittarius will lie, because their biggest flaw is to be open and honest and direct, right? So this is your directness and your movement. And honestly, we are just entering the horse season, or the horse year actually, which is all about momentum. And obviously Sagittarius, half horse, half human. Sagittarius, you better get things going this year. Okay, so anyway, this is all about your luck and, well, the way that you perceive life, and don't allow any form of negativity to get to you. Shake it off and move forward, right? So yeah, the wisdom of Sagittarius, the voyager, okay? And then we move to the 10th house, which is all about your reputation. Is Capricorn energy. It's all about your career, your long-term goals, your legacy, the way that you are in authority of your life, of your finances, of your dreams, and how hard you actually work in order to gain that, right? That's your 10th house. It's all about your reputation. Like, people trying to damage your reputation because of jealousy, yeah, that is a part of the 10th house energy, but it is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the big papa of karma. So even if people have been trying to do that out of jealousy, out of envy, out of spite, out of, misuse of power, Capricorn energy, Saturn energy rules all about that, and will absolutely give everyone their fair share and their fair credit. Okay, so whatever responsibilities, whatever achievements, whatever career goals you have, we're going to look into that in the 10th house of Capricorn. Okay, and then we have another sip of water. Then we have the beautiful energy of Aquarius. And Aquarius have been with that Uranus, like in the past years, has been doing some crazy shifts and radical changes. And that what we're going to look at, especially personally to you. But this is a house that rules friendships, okay, group activities, group circulations, your environment, your social environment, okay. But it also is the innovator. It's the technology nerd sometimes, and comes up with like the greatest ideas and makes like changes that will be for everyone involved. All right, like the changes that Aquarius can make, it affects like group dynamics, it affects like the communities, okay, or just the, wow, I just forgot the word, collective, the collective. Why would that be? How can a reader like me forget the word collective? So maybe there is going to be something shifting within that, because the last couple of years it has been all about the collective, the collective movement, the collective ideas, the collective changes. There is something within that. Maybe it will turn a lot of people more inward, rather than just being the sheep of, going after the collective's idea or collective's opinion. Okay, that's definitely a good download right now. But yeah, communities, that's what you need to keep in mind. And then we have the Piscean energy. The Piscean energy, the dreamer of the zodiac, the always forgiver, the healer, the subconscious one, the one that nobody really understands, the one that is also always sensitive, the one that lacks sometimes a little bit of boundary, or the distinguished energy of like the good and the bad, the high and the low, heaven and hell. Like there is this polarity that's going on, right? Like that what we see also like in the Piscean energy, it's like the yin and the yang, right? So this is about your balance in the spiritual sense. It's all about your subconscious, your intuition, your third eye, your chakras, your way of connecting with the higher realm of spirituality, but also the way that you are compassionate first to yourself and then to others. First forgiving yourself and then others. So yeah, also rules the big karma, okay, the big baggage. What have you been dragging into 2026 that you needed to left behind? And that will be your sacrifice as well. We need to make the right decisions, right? What do we re-enter into our year of 2026? That is going to be a choice that will be ruling the whole year as well. That is also I want to say the garbage of the karma. Wow, that sounds another download. The garbage of karma. Why not? We're just, we're going through it. But yeah, your Akashic Records is also included in that. Your Akashic Records is all about the past life integration, your ancestral language, past life. Okay, what are you bringing into this lifetime that you actually need to resolve? And how do we know that we resolve that? It's when we keep on continuing to receive or get the same situations with different type of people. And instead of looking like, okay, why am I attracting that, or why does this happen to me, we actually go internally and in depth to actually heal that pattern and heal and release that karma, the karmic bonds. Yes. And your connection to spirit, your prayers, the way that you believe in God and the universe, the heaven, your manifestations, like all the things that you need from the subconscious world to stay anchored in this world, right? The meaning of life, the meaning of why we are here to complete a chapter. Wow, that was fun. That was really fun. And trust me, I didn't even, like, I haven't done this for quite some years, this one. And I didn't even go through the names. It's just like that passion that just comes in, So what we're going to do, I hope you made it till this point. Thank you so much for listening to this. And we're going to go with the tarot over in all the houses and see what is going to happen for you as a zodiac sign. And there is going to be an extra pull in the middle of it that will highlight which houses will be the most relevant for you. Okay, so get ready, get your popcorn, get your tea, get your coffee, and let's kick it. Well, hello there, Capricorn. What's up? Welcome to your 12th house reading. Let's see what is going on for you all. There will be an extended for you. So if you find this interesting, you can definitely check in the description box below. Now, yes, I do have my little Christmas tree because I'm recording it around the 6th of January, and that's actually Christmas for Armenians, the Orthodox Armenians. Obviously, all of them are, but it's Epiphany Day, so maybe you all also celebrate that, so Merry Christmas. Right, let's get into the reading. Oh gosh, what a big bang. The Tower with the King of Swords. This is a huge change within the way that you see yourself, the way that you contain yourself with energies around you, whether that is like illusion or like people that, are dramatizing. You are making one big hell of a shift in your first house. Okay, you're being very clear. You see chaos and destruction or illusion coming from miles away, and you are absolutely not allowing that to happen. There are major things that you are changing internally, and the way you come across is super cold and analytical towards people. Like people cannot F with you this year, 2026. Capricorn is like that era has shifted and sailed away. Okay, Tower is like a huge shift in the way that you present yourself, in the way that you think, in the way that you know, not really allow people to get close to you unless you truly trust them. People that you don't trust, and I feel like that has always been in you, Capricorn, like that. I don't want to say the mistrust, but you can smell the smelly fishes from far, far away. You know what I mean? Like you smell when something is like fishy. You're just like, no, I'm sorry. We don't do that this year. Like block. You're like, wow, this is like the best thing I've seen for any of the signs with the first house. Anyway, second house, your house of material, assets and world. The Lover's card and the Five of Pentacles. So, you know what this feels like? When you just have everything, you're content with everything that you have in your material world, but to the outside world, you just act like you don't have anything. Like that energy in a good way. How do I describe this the best way? It's like even if you have all the material gains, you're still going to represent yourself a little bit like, oh, I don't have money, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to allow other people to jump on your material harvest. There is this fine decision that you're making to live a more simple life also when it comes to your materials. Okay, the Five of Pentacles is like out in the cold, so you're not going to be like showering yourself too much with luxurious things. You're just going to take what is necessary for you, and you're not going to overspend it. You're not going to make like bad investments or bad decisions in terms of money, in terms of how you spend your money. This is, I like it. I especially like the Lover's card, because the Seven of Swords is saying like, that you have people around you that when they see that you have a little bit of money, or you have it good, they tend to take something from you or ask you for money, or borrow me this or give me that, and you're just like, no, 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 I don't have it, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like maybe a little bit cruel, but I feel like it is very necessary to keep yourself in harmony. You have everything that you need, so yeah, I like that. The third house for Capricorn, please. Oh, the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. You will find a way also to play double-sided here in the way that you communicate, is what I'm getting. Because the Two of Pentacles is like, you can say one thing and then you go to another thing. There is this energy of like adapting yourself, like looking at that person's emotional intelligence or overall intelligence. You just like adapt yourself to it. You're not going to try to prove your point to people or act in a way where you feel like you know it better or you know it all. You're just going to be very laid back, hold back, and adjust yourself to, it's so bad to say, but it's like adjust yourself to the IQ of the people that you surround yourself with at that point. It's like, okay, there's no way that I can even explain the logic behind this to these people or to this person. So I might as well just say like, yeah, you're right. Like, I don't know why, but I sense like some sort of sarcasm kicking in where you just feel like, I don't need to tell you that circle is not going to fit into that square. You know what I mean? Like that's the image that I'm getting from you. Oh my God, Capricorn, you are hilarious. How did you get there? So yeah, you're going to keep a lot of things contained to yourself. Look at that, the Hierophant here at the bottom of the deck, which is again, like, you have wisdom. You have like spiritual wisdom, ancestral wisdom, wisdom that comes from like multiple past lifetimes. And it's like, you don't need to really explain yourself or get yourself validated. So you're also not going to be broadcasting it too much, because people can take your wisdom and then act like that it's theirs, or twist the narrative for you. So you're being very cautious in the way that you talk, think, and what you give out to people. Okay, the fourth house. I like it. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. So maybe you are working on rebuilding your house or getting a new apartment. This is saying that slow and steady with a lot of consistency, you will get your goals. Okay. When it comes to how you feel at home, you will feel a sense of, how do I say that? A sense of organization is going on. Like, you know very well how to organize yourself, how to organize your stuff. Maybe you have some sort of hobbies at home, or you work from home, and you find a way to, create stability within your home life. Even if you have like maybe the relationship with your mother as well, it's going very consistent. There is a lot of reciprocity there, a lot of reliability and loyalty is going on. The people that you live with will be also loyal people, or you feel very safe and nurtured within your home life. Okay. Taking a lot of practical self-care energy up as well. Your inner world, your inner emotional world as well. It's very practical oriented. For some of you, you might be also starting to live together with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Your fifth house, the house of Leo, passion, love affairs, but also entertainment, music, creativity, hobbies. Oh, the Hangman and the Ace of Swords, also very interesting. This is all like a shift in your mindset, a shift in the way that you perceive situations and things, allowing the truth to pierce through you without staying stuck to some sort of conclusion. So what that means is, like, for example, you go out, okay, like the pleasure within the fifth house, you go out, but you see things that you feel like, oh, that's like, stuck energy. Like, I'm not really in tune with the way that people are thinking or behaving, and you feel a sense of like blockage within you. That blockage, you're going to allow that to happen. Like, if you are not supposed to be at a certain place, or in some sort of environment, you're just going to allow that to happen. You don't want to be at the forefront. You don't want to be in the limelight, right? There is this energy of like, you want to make sure that the places and the people that you are surrounded with, that you can enjoy yourself with, are based on truth and honesty as a value, and not about, okay, you hold yourself, like, you cannot talk right now because, that person needs to have the stage of it. Like, you're not in tune with these type of energies. So the Ace of Swords is, truth. You will see the truth in dynamics. You will see the truth in maybe even entertainment industries or places that you go, and you will have like this very laid back energy. Again, I see a lot of laid back energy here, Empress. For some of you, you might not even fully enjoy all that glitter and glamour around you. You're just like, I'm so busy with making some changes in my life. That's the Hangman here. Like, shifting your perception here in regards to passion and how you express yourself, and align yourself with authenticity here. The sixth house is the Two of Swords. Hmm. This could be indecisiveness. Okay, this is all about if you have some sort of routine at home or at work, or your diet, or the way that you organize yourself, or the things that you need to do, your to-do list, you may have sometimes a tendency to, you know, be like close eye to it, in being a little bit like indecisive and avoidant. So don't avoid the main things that really nurture you for your growth. This could be like your exercises, but also like good diet, having a good, eating well, taking your supplements, taking things, and not avoiding it, right? Like consciously avoiding it. That's what the Two of Swords is. And that could be like, the Virgo energy here is also that, how do I say that? Gosh, being too precise with things, or perfectionistic, or like needing to get something done, complete something, some sort of task, and you're just like, oh, I can't bother, right? Like you deny that access. You're just like, oh, I'm not going to do that. So this is definitely an energy where you need to be a little bit more decisive. Don't, yeah, that just. Oh, your seventh house, Four of Cups and Seven of Swords. This feels like you have been taking for granted quite a lot, where people put a lot of their needs on you. Okay, like you were constantly accountable for that, or you were always like the one that needed to make the other person happy. And with that, I feel like you've been erasing a little bit of your own needs. I feel like you always constantly think and give to others. Like you do that so naturally that at the end you may sometimes feel like, well, I gave so much to this connection, to this relationship, to this friendship, whatever it is, but at the end it never really filled me. I got depleted. So we must learn to not love in order to be loved. We need to love ourselves first, and not allow people to take what they want, especially if you are in a weak emotional state. You have this energy of like feeling rejected, or having like an emotional numb state. And then the Seven of Swords is like someone that takes some sort of advantage of that. Do not allow that to happen in your relationships this year. Yeah, King of Cups, you have so much emotional energy and empathy and love that you get very fast depleted when people just take, but not return the favor. Eighth house, oh beautiful, Four of Wands, ooh la la, very intimate energies here. You are about to really invest in the right people, and in order to invest in the right connections that really feel safe, emotionally safe, but also, you know, emotional intimacy as well as physical intimacy feel safe, you may need to be aware who takes on your energy and who leaves you high and dry. So the Four of Wands in your eighth house is all about having a very healthy, you know, sensual life, okay, like having a very healthy, intimate life. And also when it comes to this relationship that you're going to have in particular, could be with a Scorpio, by the way, there is no real obsession around it. It's like a mutual understanding. This could be the 11-11. Maybe you're going to meet a soulmate, or you're going to live together with a soulmate, and the balance between the both of you is quite harmonious here. No secrets, just happy and stable foundation. But that just also means like not too crazy energies, no too high fire. Okay, so because sometimes, especially with sometimes the devil energy, intensity could be seen as like very passionate energy, but it's not always like that, right? Sometimes having like a very cool, calm relationship with no too much crazy stuff can also be just healthy. Right, we've got the ninth house, we've got the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles. There is a lot of confidence here. Okay, we all know that Sagittarius energy can be quite confident, but in this case for you as well, I feel like when it comes to your own philosophy, when it comes to your own higher wisdom, and the amount of belief that you have within yourself, and also in other people, but necessarily here in like the wisdom that you contain, you have a lot of confidence in this area. Okay, like nobody can easily influence you on a belief that doesn't fit your narrative, right? Like nobody can truly influence you in that part. You hold all the control within this field. And that means that you operate from a very independent space. That's also very Sagittarius energy. So that's beautiful actually to see that you're really embodying yourself in that energy. And with the Nine of Pentacles, there is a lot of freedom, and uh, no one can really touch you. You have all the control over yourself, where you go, and when you want to go, where you want to travel. Like there is no one and nothing that can really hold any power influence over you in this area. So that's kind of like you being a little bit of a free bird here. In your 10th house, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like here, the message is that you're slowly rebuilding or building your reputation. You're slowly rebuilding or building your career. And you may have a lot of people around you that truly believe in you, support you. I feel like the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles are people that truly believe in your services, in your products, in your ability to give to others, in your understanding and empathic skills. Like, it feels like you've been in a field where you've really grown. Maybe you've grown into a senior, but still you deal with people that truly understand you from where you're coming from. And even if you make like a huge a big success in this lifetime, you're never going to change who you truly are. Like success or money will not change you. You will still be loving and generous, and like even if you do achieve things, you will always be giving to others, and that's a very beautiful trait. And I feel like it will get you very far. Again, like slow and steady wins the race. And I feel like you have a database of people that truly support your energy, support your work, clients, or whomever is around you in this field. We've got the 11th house, the house of friendships and communities. We've got the Page of Wands coming through, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, new collaborations, new group of people, a lot of excitement and positive news coming through. I feel like you're going to feel this year very aligned with a few people that truly understand your mindset, understand what you want to do in life, understand your philosophy, the way that you get excited. Like you're going to feel quite energized by the people around you. All right, so that's what I see. Also, if you do have like some crazy innovative idea, there are going to be people that truly believe in that idea and will be investing in that. The 12th house, the house of the subconscious, past karma, forgiveness, okay? Your spiritual world, you have the Four of Swords. So this is going to be a year where you really need to devote some energy and time to resting. Okay, you will be receiving the most messages through resting and dreaming. Okay, dream messages are going to be very important. Make sure that you have like a dream, like a book for your dreams, to write them down. It is going to be a year where healing is going to be very necessary for your next step. Again, I'm getting a lot of slow down energy, which is quite weird because, not weird, but we move into the horse energy. So I feel like because you are already like, not like a a sign that goes very quick, you're more like, laid back, you're going to know exactly how to navigate through these energies. I feel like there is this very, I don't know, coherent type of energy around you. Yeah, the World, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like around you with the Knight of Wands, there is so much going on. There will be a lot of crazy movements and momentums going on, but you will really try to take a lot of time to bring some healing into yourself, bring some healing and rest into your daily routines. The way that you will solve a lot of your problems or challenges will probably be by taking a step back and just getting back to your own self. Because sometimes we allow the energies to move us from left to right, and like that chaos and that and this and that. And a lot of people just like bring up a lot of different type of vibrations and energies. And I feel like you will know exactly when to kind of like take that step back, and finish some sort of task. There is a big spiritual task revolving you here with the World card, a big accomplishment that's going to come to you. And with the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords there, it just feels like there might be sometimes self-sabotage or a lack of believing in yourself, or too much noise from the outside that make you feel like you can't really trust yourself anymore. Transformation. You are transforming in wonderful ways, and morning affirmations have an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. I just want to say, like, that attitude of gratitude, not to completely sugarcoat this Five of Pentacles, but I do must say here that you may feel sometimes a lack, okay, like a lack of resources, a lack of material harvest, or like luxury. Like you want certain things, you aim towards it, even though you have everything that you need, more than you need, but you keep on, because this happens when we kind of like compare ourselves with others and feel like, I should have had that too. I feel like a complete failure. And this is saying, like, have an attitude of gratitude. And that's why I am being, seeing that Lover's card. Like, you have everything. Just the financial part, sometimes you just feel like, I need more, I want more. You don't always need more. Like, simplicity is going to be your key this year. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Actually, I am, up until this point, I'm completely exhausted from the longest readings, and I don't have so much time anymore. So I'm going to skip your extended and also Aquarius and Pisces. So my apologies to that. Maybe if you guys really want, I can try to do that after I take a little bit of a break, but it has been quite a heavy week for me. So actually weeks. So please be patient with me as I go through it. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Make sure to drop a like, comment about your situation here, and I will see you guys soon with the next video. Take care.